Hello and welcome to another edition of the Eternal Journey Outlaw Resolves, and today we're looking at this greedy pile. I believe it was from the very good username of Captain Badass is the latest version of this. I think I first paid attention to this deck when Mustache Magic was playing it. I'm not sure if I actually made a video of this or not, but I do, as a big fan of Waystone Infuser, I'm more than happy to pick up this deck again, give it a go. So let's go into ladder to see what it can do. Mostly very greedily. Okay, so we'll definitely keep this. We've got like Purify. Do we have a Vara? Yeah, we've got a Banner, so we can actually just like fix our second time source if we need it. So I think we'll keep this. We're also on the play, and with like Purify into Vara, that's probably pretty good against like a Skyquake deck if that's what we're playing against. So I think I will keep this as a power. Reason for that is that we can then just like exchange one of our powers for a power. It sounds weird, but I don't like to be in a position where I trade like a power for a thing that actually matters. So let's just play our power right here. No, it's a Purify because there's nothing to Purify. Next turn, if our opponent doesn't play like a teacher for us to zap with Purify, then I'm probably just going to like swap one of these fire sigils for a good Quarry as well. Yeah, it's Quarry, so what we find. But 2 torches, good. It's not quite what I was looking for. But it brought us closer to maybe drawing power. I was doing that because I thought like if we find a Crest now, we can then use our merchant to get something that actually is a little bit more potent. So we could have grabbed something like an Azindel. Let's just boot that. Just like not into it. I think I'm going to ditch the Purify and grab Xeon and Banner. The reason for that is I'm not sure if our opponent is actually tokens, in which case like both the removal spells are sort of rubbish, but yes, our opponent is tokens anyway. But if our opponent was like a big sort of Praxis deck, I'd rather just have like the hard removal spell. As it stands, whichever removal spell we've got, it's going to suck anyway. At least we'll be able to kill like a Heart of the Vault or something. So there's 2/6 here. It should be pretty good at sort of keeping us alive, even through the Sea Obelisk. Just gonna, my opponent attacks here, I'm just gonna block. Like, I'm not scared. Rats. So no power on top of the deck. Would have been nice to draw one. Sort of fine here. If our opponent sacrifices one, we've got to kill one of their tokens, and we've got a 3/4 lifesteal, which seems good. I feel like we're probably just going to try and turtle up in this matchup. Just try and not die. Oh, that's an interesting combination of cards, just like token producers plus Magus of Celerity. Okay, well, Banish is good. There's still no, like power on top of our deck, which is not the best for us, I'll be honest. But we are managing to pick off our opponent's units. I'm going to keep the Banish. Banish is just going to be killing Xenobelisk, to be honest. Yeah, now our opponent's got 2 Magus of Celerities. I'm just like, fine. So this doesn't have charge, which is good. So let's get a little bit of value off the Crest of Chaos here. In Cold Blood, I think we will keep it because there are targets here that I do actually want to kill. I'll probably just in Cold Blood this. Because we've got a 1 going, and then next turn we can Banish, plus like Herald Merchant. We can eventually get this Azindel, which is going to be good. Oh dear, I've almost got 5/5s. Oh, that's not good for us. Let's boop one of them. Just not super into it. And then I suppose we can just Herald Merchant. And then I think we're just going to get Azindel. Like, we could get Azindel's Gift. But as I probably still got like 1 card in hand anyway, it's just like, I don't feel like they're ever getting anywhere anyway. First we've got like deadly units, so we don't really care about how big our opponent's units are. I've got 1 deadly unit now. Ooh. But probably just going to try and kill us again. Cool, so there's power on top, so we can eventually get into having this Azindel in play. Seek power, I think we'll bottom that, because we do have the Waystone Infuser, so we can actually just draw into the power naturally because we have like an extra luck every turn. Did this have charge? No. Yeah, they must have warped it in. Sometimes I just like don't pay attention. Also, because our opponent's got 2 of these, there's no point killing one because they've still got the effect going on. Banish is kind of good here, actually. Well, let's just banish this again, just so that we don't have to worry about anything. There is like an argument for maybe letting our opponent sort of like keep that in place and they might commit to an attack, but I don't think we need to be too concerned about that. I think we can again just pass the turn. We could Heart of the Vault, we could like in cold blood this Heart of the Vault, but I just don't think we need to quite yet. That is our likely target. Okay, well, that's our target. Yeah, so we'll just take 8. This is fine. So I'm surprised our opponent didn't just attack us there, but we do need to kill that this turn. Feeling pretty clever about not killing the Heart of the Vault. And then over the next couple of turns we should be able to just make Azindel to Azindel, and that'll probably lock the game up. Okay, so our opponent's got an Obelisk again, but we're going to make more deadly unblockable units. And then next turn, before combat, opponent's going to play the second Azindel and just like draw 4. Well, opponent's not going to let us draw 4, but that was the plan. Be able to easily fill up the board against our opponents, like whatever their plan was then. Okay, well, I don't think we can keep this. As much as I like 3 Sandstorm Titans, especially if everyone right now is probably playing like Skycrag, I don't think we can keep like the 2 power hand. This is better. It's got a lot of power in it. Also a Mystic Ascendant, which, if we are playing against like an Onuran deck, is literally never getting us value. But we've got Banish to sort of keep us around for a bit, so let's get into the Crest and Mystery. Save Impulse, not quite what we're looking for. Next turn, probably just like Seek Power and then play Crest of Impulse. This is probably going to fish us out the Shadow Sarsk. I think that's the only thing we're looking for. I can't remember looking at this deck list. Does it have a Heart of the Vaults in it? It does, cool. So that's another reason why. So opponent is playing the Who deck. So let's just bottom this Fire Sigil. Don't really need that right now. Get Shadows, gets up to 4, then we get to Crest with this next turn. So okay, so I think we could just play. I don't really know what we need. Let's just Petition here. And we've got double. We'd like a Crest of Mystery. Whoops, wrong one. We needed another Impulse one. Well, I don't matter. We've not got a Duda guy anyway. I think I will keep that power just because we do have 2 Mystic Ascendants and we're now under no pressure whatsoever. I've got Banish. If our opponent makes a play here that's aggressive, we can just kill it. And I think I actually will kill it, just in case our opponent makes like a Svetra or a Mirror Image. If it was Mirror Image or Svetra, I could have just like left it till my opponent's turn, but I think also just need to be aware of stuff like Unseal. So let's have a little Quarry. I suppose Counter Merchant's good. Crest Chaos, have a little think about what we're getting here. Annihilate is potentially good against this deck, so got all of our power sorted. Do just get Ink Blood. So I'm thinking about getting Azindel, but we do have like a late game pretty much locked up with these dudes anyway. So I'm thinking about getting Ink Blood. Just because if I want to play something like a real big fat threat here that we actually care about, we're able to just like perhaps even make our opponent discard a card. Yeah, so this sucks because our opponent gets to Svetra us, and we've got like Annihilate plus Ink Blood, but we're sort of fine. We get to block this. I would have liked to have Ink Blooded the Svetra realistically. Well, let's boot this, and then yeah, it's no fast spell, so our opponent gets to attack here, deals 4, and then we're just going to Ink Blood this, just get rid of all the Svetras, because Svetra is it's a pain in the ass, to be honest. No point blocking, just save some lives. Much rather just get a little bit of value. I'm not playing the power out because then I can play my little Mystic Ascendant. Draw a card next turn. Probably should have attacked for 2 there, but just too quick to move through the phases of my turn. Not sure what opponent's getting here. Maybe it's like, oh, okay, so maybe unstable farm? Or Dragon? Yeah, they could have got Thunderstrike Dragon and then they've gone and got Miriam just to go get more. Maybe grinders out that way. Which is sort of interesting. So we do have Purify, which is sort of okay, I guess. But now we've got the 2-1 back to block one of these 3-2s, I guess. And I suppose now the cat will be out of the bag. Okay, so it's Vanquish and cards they marketed for. Yep. Always be trading. I feel like that's a trade up for us, really. Yes, I got Mirror Image. If we see another Echo, we know that they've probably got like Thunderstrike Dragon or something. Yeah. And they're just trying to be a little bit cute here. Yep, so I've got Vara. So Vara's good here because it'll let us Vara and kill one of these. Across just Vara. Okay, so opponent's not sacrificing, which is good for us. Could also just like go and get Azindel, I guess. But I think Sandstorm time, just give our opponent 3 things that they really want to be sort of vanquishing here. Okay, so Dustgrade is good. Double Dustgrader less good because now our opponent is just going to get a bunch of okay, so this is fine. Vanquish, just like kill that, get her out of here. That's actually kind of a hard choice because we don't get to draw a card, but if we get Azindel, I think we can probably just like set up quite nicely. And we've still got like a bunch of really good like vanquish tags for our opponent, so they can't vanquish everything. And I'm pretty sure they've got like 3 Thunderstrike Dragons like in hand, but what can you do there? Yeah, so they've got 1 more Thunderstrike Dragon in hand, I'm going to assume, because I'm going to imagine that they were just like messing around. So Azindel, I'm going to try and draw a card here just by attacking with our little 2-1. I'm going to assume they just like trade it into a 3-2, just like not too bothered. Okay, let's draw a card, cool. Huh. Good. Just like showing we just like never didn't have it. Just draw your Vanquish. Kill your Echo Threat. That seems kind of like good in terms of cards. Yeah, probably pretty dead there. We're probably just going to draw 3 cards a turn for the rest of the game. Sometimes greed is good. Okay, well, we sort of mixing a faction here. I do like him in Torch, but if we can't like play Vara and In Cold Blood, then I'm going to struggle a little bit. I think we'll keep this. Actually, this deck could probably afford to go down to the Desperate. I'm just going to play Crest the Mystery first off. I think I sort of... No, we've got plenty of time, haven't we? Well, we've got plenty of time to actually find more power before we get to 5. And then from 5, we're just going to skyrocket. So, Snorkel's Jade, not the best for us, really. Vara's probably good, though. Because Vara will let us get into a position where we can just pop the Aegises like on our opponent's stuff for free. And then we can start using our like spot removal. So, here we go. I'm just going to annihilate this, just like, get out of here, friend. Gonna lose value on this Crest of Chaos. Sort of like have to top this, don't we? It's gonna kill our opponent's things. Yeah, let's just kill this now. It's all like fine to take the 2 or whatever for a couple of turns, because next time we're gonna play Sandstorm Titan, and the turn after we're just gonna play Vengeance Seeker. Generally playing Sandstorm Titan first, so we don't take too much damage because I'm protected from Permafrost. And then if Vara gets Permafrosted, that's sort of okay because we're then insulated from our opponent's Aegis threats. And right now, I don't think they can attack with this unless they've got like... they would need +4 power. Yeah, so it's just like make Vadius. That seems sort of pretty good for us. Also just get to freely attack here. I think it's probably better just to make a second Vadius then. A second Sandstorm Titan rather. Might be okay to make Vara. Okay, so double touch is fine. Probably would have gone for the attack first. I mean, I would be just snap double blocking. Sadly, there's a little Waystone Infuser on top of our deck. And not like the next card down. But, well, we are where we are. We're just going to play Vara, pop all of our opponent's Aegises. Feel pretty good about life. And then next turn, just like sitting down behind a 2/6 is probably just going to be absolutely absurd. Like, our opponent has to overcome this and then the 2/6. Like, Permafrost is fine, but then our opponent doesn't have any attacks. And if we can get a little bit of value off this Waystone Infuser, like if the next card on top is like a power, then we're just cooking with gas. It's just going to be really difficult for our opponent to actually get back into this. War attack will offer this trade up. Opponent's not taking it. Probably wise. Cool, we get to go off. Also got enough Heart of the Vault to kill something next turn. Get a bit of sick power. Well, we're drawing a power anyway, but we're just drawing it off the Heart of the Vault. I don't think you need sick powers ever again once you've got a Waystone Infuser in hand, well, in play. So the opponent could have got like Factory Quota here, but I don't think that's good enough really. Mindfire is not good enough because we've got an Endurance unit. Factory Quota, our opponent sort of, we could just wait and our opponent will die. Maybe Obliterate to kill the Titan. Or maybe they changed their mind here as well. Like Shugo standard or something? Okay, so they've actually just played a Shugo. Well, let's play this for free. I suppose we'll just kill Vadius, just because that's the only thing that's a nuisance here, really. 2 cost Endurance, Sandstorm Titan. They got a power on top, but that's fine. It's love to attack with the power. Our opponent like has to put things in front of it, so we'll just get to abyss them. I'm actually what feels like a really sort of like commanding presence right now. Well, bottom Shadow Sigil. Let's get so much value off this little dude here. I think we will actually just Quarry though. Okay, well, a 5 cost Mystic Ascendant is probably going to be good next turn. Well, it's definitely going to be good because we're drawing a power. Just wallop him for the 6 points here. Yeah, I think we can. Actually, let's use all our power. Just make a Waystone Infuser. Our opponent's literally never attacking through like multiple 2/6s. Like, that's just not happening. Vadius gets his Aegis popped, all this sort of stuff. And we can just do the old crack for 6. Play Crest, I guess, just to draw on a card, get rid of Petition. Hope there's not power on top, but it doesn't really matter because we're just going to go and get Azindel and just kill our opponent. Because this means we just draw like a million cards, and I'm not sure if Inspire works where we get the Berserk on them, but it's never getting in. Like, it's 5-2. So I'll play Fire Sigil so that we're able to also follow up with a Sandstorm Titan. Yeah, so we're going to play, as no revealed, attack with everything. Just like our opponent either gives us the board or they give us like another 4 cards or something, and then we just can't ever win. So here on the plate, just 1 power with a bunch of 6 drops. So greedy by name, greedy by nature and all that. I think we'll keep this. We've got Quarry and 3 power, so we should be able to get out to this 8 drop. No trouble. I think we probably Quarry next turn, so our opponent gives us like a really good target to actually be annihilating here. Yeah, okay, so our opponent's playing kind of probably not too much to. I guess 6 power's good. We'll hang fire on this. Let's just hide the information that we've actually got a 6 power off this. Okay, so Alessi. So what's good against Alessi? So we need to shadow at some point. Propose plays to block. But also will get in cold blood if in case our opponent plays if our opponent plays Crown Watch soon, be more than happy just to get that going. Well, Vara here kills the first one. If our opponent plays like Crown Watch Press Gang in the next turn, they do have to sort of tap out for that, so we do get to kill all copies of it, which is like one way our opponent's going to gain a lot of value on us. We don't have to be concerned about this Cauldron Cookbook over here, but our opponent has got an Alessian play and can't currently attack with it. Like even with like a Vanquish here, like we've still got the 2-1 to block it, and I feel like it's not a fine shape to be in here. Well, opponent's tapped low, just kill this. Killing this is basically the same as killing the Crown Watch Press Gangs, because now the Press Gangs shouldn't have any targets to be able to get into. So let's do Crest of Impulse here. Sandstorm is probably fine. Do also sort of want power just to be able to get this Azindel revealed sort of like ticking up. But oh boy, I'm getting hungry now. But we do have to be... I'm going to assume that this deck we're playing against has stuff like... should have things like Harsh Wheel in it. Should have played the Sandstorm Titan, but I think we're just going to try and lead towards getting Azindel's Gift on the opponent. Yeah. That's what we'll do. So let's Crest. We've got a Sandstorm Titan on top anyway, so let's just Merchant here. Get a Gift. We can chuck Gift on the opponent. So they've drawn Echo spell of some variety. Do block here? Probably not. I'm going to save the block for the 6/6. I probably can, like, if they're on Fire Merchant, they can go and fetch. They can go and fetch like a bar to get rid of that. But if they don't have bar, we should be in okay shape. I won't get to like tip their hand like completely all over the table. Yeah, so find the way is aggressive. Probably won't lead with that. But I suppose we've got no way to kill it, so all the things was like Vanquishes and Vanquishes Blades and stuff like that. So yeah, the block's still just happy with this. Yep, opponent stand together their units. Stand together, like giving a little bit of value off this. So what did they have in hand? Yeah, just like a bunch of Vanquishes and stand togethers. So pretty much similar to where we thought we might be. Don't need more power. I'm just gonna chuck a Sandstorm Titan out there. Got 2 good blockers now. Opponent is all gonna get to like. It's gonna be pretty hard for them to both draw the extra card with Cookbook and play it. Okay, so killing that's sort of good. I'm going to go to 12 here, this is fine. Yeah, so just draw power, that's good. I'm going to keep my power in hand here because we don't have like Mystic in the deck. Okay, so maybe looking for an answer to this Azindel. They've already discarded 2 Vanquishes and used 1. So they should be pretty light. Okay, well, Harsh Wheel's fine. They do have to discard their card in hand, but also they do get to Revenge. Okay, so we get to play because it was a power. So I think we'll just do this, I guess. Oh, yes, we have to play the power first. Just to sort out Influence out. Boop our opponent on the noggin for 2. And then probably Quarry. What do we have on our board again? We can't see Market. Going to assume that Carrying Merchant is probably a little bit better, so we'll just keep that. Okay, cool. So we can get another Azindel, so that's good for us. Okay, so opponent gets the bar now, but we got like a bunch of cards out of them, and just sort of like made the game quite difficult for them. So now they've got like, I guess, oh, they're making a second Cookbook. They must have bar. Let's Crest and see what we've got on top, because if we do find like a Waystone Infuser, we'll play it. Nope. So I guess we'll just attack for 6 Aruni. I suppose it's just time to go and get the old Azindel. So I'm happy just that blockade, but if I brought attacks, I'm also sort of fine, because I'll just like attack with everyone. I'm going to have to imagine that opponent doesn't have bar, because maybe they actually needed. Yeah, maybe they just needed to get like more cards per turn. We've got 10 power, so I guess keeping cards in hand isn't quite as important. Yep, okay, so this is good for us. We do have to be mindful that we can draw our opponent's firebombs, and they've got a good amount of them in there. So, okay, Sword Unit is good. No longer scared. Okay, so our opponent's drawn their Crunch Press Gang. Glad they drew it rather than us, because it wasn't going to do anything for us. They don't have any targets for it, so it's just going to be a Destiny 4/4. And then I guess we're just going to sword up the Azindel. Okay, well, let's Purify this one. That's sort of fine. We can probably just kill our opponent because they're at 6. And one of these is going to have Overwhelm, so... Actually, these will be 2/2s, won't they? Yeah, I think our opponent's just dead. Let's just do it this way, just give the biggest one Overwhelm. Yeah, so our opponent's had enough. The Sword Unity was just going to kill him there. So, Sword Unity on an Azindel is not something you see every deck. Well, not something you see every day, but this deck is it's greedy. Okay, so there we have it. The greedy old Azindel Heart of the Vault deck, and it was actually pretty sweet. I also thought it was quite good. But as I was saying, like, first time we ever saw this, it was played in a tournament by Mustache Magic, and you should definitely check their stream out. It's just a good, chilled, relaxed one. It was like weird shifts, so sometimes it's on like late at night, but mostly because I think it has like a couple of days on, a couple of days off sort of thing. You can usually catch him for like a good like couple of days in a row, so that's always nice just to have sort of consistent streamers like that. But yeah, I like this deck. I'm not been able to play with like a Waystone Infuser in a deck since like sort of like the Xenon and Control decks we were trying to do when like Champion and Mystery came out. I think it was like set 2. And Waystone Infuser is just gas, just like every other turn you're just like going to get to put a power into play from top of your deck. So generally it's increasing the quality of the cards that you're drawing, because there's obviously you're just not drawing the power as much, but also it's just ramping you up. And when you've got cards like Mystic, Ascendant and Azindel to sort of like either get towards with Azindel or sort of like boost up with the Empower, it's just a really good card. I do like playing it as well as just like being a 2/6 against some decks. It's just like they just can't ever attack again like you saw against Skycrack. But yeah, next week. Thanks for watching. I'm That Was Alves. I will see you around.